swallow my pride.
웅전한 입조차 쉽고 일없어 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어 넘어질 때마다 일었어 다시 고쳤었지 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람 잠시 나눠보던 비바람 한 곳도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝 난가가 탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡보냈었지 진짜 한치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 봐라 느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선 그래서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 비맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 저도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파
Hey Sports, I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against Tuesday.
From the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Cole Aldrich, acquired earlier a few days ago. They like his game.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making front-page news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. But I really believe this is going to pay dividends for this team in the future.
Yeah, you don't always have to make the huge splash to make the biggest impact. A lot of times when you can just fill voids and find the right role players, that can be equally as important.
So the next starting five. Young out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Mayo. Then there's Parker. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Here's Mr. Clutch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. And the shot is good.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Mr. Clutch following the basket by O.J. Mayo. Here's Mr. Clutch covered by Parker.
You're kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Mayo. Again, Mayo missing. The Knicks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's the break, and he gets it to go. Now Flalo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Parker kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Parker. Lopez a screen. Parker passes to Mayo. Here's Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3. The Knicks with the lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Parker. Takes it off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 6.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Parker drives in. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Bogdanovich. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. For New York, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Mr. Clutch. His last outing with 20 points. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Here's Parker. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
Here's Mayo. The Knicks making the shot. Lopez. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 10. 6 to shoot. Aflalo dishes to Carmelo. Here's Parker. Hands it from downtown. Mr. Clutch has got 13.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Robin Lopez is checked in. Here's Anthony. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Melo and Bargnani are the forward pair. Mr. Clutch out there with Tony Allen. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Kira. They set the pick. Lopez a screen. Fires the 3. Knicks with the rebound. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
In the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Greg, we know how important it is when you can go to your reserves without much drop-off in production. It gives you a big advantage. I know they'd love to see that again tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs put forth a nice effort. He ended with 20 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. It was just a solid outing for him and one that every coach likes to see.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight. Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And Zeller kicks to Lopez. Second chance shot. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The pass to Barker. Bargnani inside the three-point line. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Bargnani's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to San Antonio.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT. No matter how hard you played, you want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
And let's take a quick look at some stats for Lopez. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 8 points a game, just over 2 blocks and 6 rebounds. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
You know, over this last whole stretch of games, I mean, he's been shutting down the lane with absolute authority.
Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for New York. Swallow comes in for Bargnani. Nets trail by 8. They get a hand on it. Unhindered, going all the way. Here's Parker, and that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. Lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Here's Parker, following the basket by Freak. Lopez kicks to Parker, tries a 3, rebounded by Anthony. The Knicks leading by 10. Here's a follow and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on O.J. Mayo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And through the first half.
Well, Carmelo.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Mr. Clutch. He's got 21 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Mayo, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then it's Brook Lopez, and it's Parker in at the point guard position.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy 3-pointer.
That's tipped. And a fast break now for New York.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Nets trail by 21. Outside Mayo. Back to Parker. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Another miss by Parker. Here's Mr. Clutch, covered by Parker. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Lopez a screen. Ball's not loose. Here's Parker.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Parker dishes to Lopez. Off target from the wing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Clock at 6. That's to Porzingis. Outside Anthony. His first shot coming late. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his third rebound tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Mayo drives in. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
They need this one, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Wow.